meet again. Oh, I say. Oh, did you like the way I extemporized that first classic line in Macbeth? To make a bit of a joke about this awful COVID thingy. Oh, Shakespeare is like that, isn't he? Frightfully easy to adapt the old scripts and make them more relevant to the 21st century.
Rubbish! That was absolute rubbish!
I beg your pardon.
Rubbish! Murdering the language with a great bard like that. And that COVID joke was as peely-wally as a stream of...
Mind your language, young lady. We have educated, intelligent people in our audience tonight.
Which is why they deserve better jokes than your pathetic little...
Well, if you think you can do any better, then do feel free to entertain us.
Look, you really don't get this, do you? This is the first time in history that we can save the world by lying in front of the telly and doing nothing. And you drag us out here to the middle of the countryside.
Hey, that's really good, that. Climate change solved its stroke by binging on Netflix. BJ can cancel COP26.
And did you know that COVID, spelled backwards, is divook? So I really want to know what divook is going on here.
That's another belter, man. What divook is going on here? Love it. Stand up Shakespeare. Hey, what's the difference between COVID-19 and Romeo and Juliet? One's a coronavirus and the other's a Verona crisis.
Then that's the raw material you need to be working with.
Why do they call it the novel coronavirus? It's a long story. Day 121 in lockdown, and the dog is looking at me like, see, this is why I chew the furniture. I looked deep into her eyes, deep into the emerald green. My heart fluttered. I felt a connection, something deeper, something magical. I was transported to another place, and I thought, blimey, these binoculars are brilliant.
Hey, what did the astronauts say to NASA when they were notified their mission was complete and they could return to Earth? Thanks, but no thanks!
What does the barista call her face mask? A coffee filter.
Knock, knock!
Who's there? Achoo!
Bless you, and get your face mask on!
We could make a lot more COVID jokes here.
But that would just be tasteless.
That's the problem with all these virus jokes.
Yeah, they're catchy.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Enough! Enough! We've all heard quite enough, I think. You can go back from whence you came.
And how are you going to get this play going on without her?
Maybe your supersized brain hasn't noticed, but you're 2 witches short of a cauldron here.
Ah, well, yes. I'm afraid my, regular colleagues texted me to say they couldn't make it tonight.
I bet you're about to whistle up some new replacements on that new Witcheroo app.
But look, here we are before you even picked up the phone. Witcheroo, the app that says, yes, we can.
We foretell the future. Come on, stay with it, please. We're working our socks off up here tonight, and this script is laced with great gags. You can laugh, you know.
But you two don't know the script!
It's Shakespeare. He allows actors to play roles extempore. That means you make it up as you go along.
Right, well, here goes nothing. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the Humpty Dumpty's done.
Halle Belly, you numpty!
When the hurly-burly's done. When the battle's lost and won.
At the setting of the sun.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you too,
Autograph
mate.
the interval.
Stop milking it!
Then to the heath, there to meet with Macbeth.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen. I should have brought my raincoat. I'm gonna get soaked.
My fearless warrior lord, aren't thou afraid of mere drops of rain?
It's just that Lady Macbeth goes mad if I come home all wet.
She's not your mother.
Have you met her?
Look, never mind all that. Why are these so withered and wild in all their attire?
Oh, hail Macbeth! Macbeth!
You know my name.
It was an inspired guess.
You evil creature!
Yes, we can.
I hear that you can foretell the future.
Oh, come on, focus, please. That is the second time you've missed that joke. Now stay with it or I'll put a curse on you, like making you watch Harry and Meghan do Oprah on a loop.
Boris talking Brexit.
Or Boris talking curtains.
Or Boris talking
Enough! Evil creatures of the night. Tell the future. For me.
Hail, hail, hail! Hail, hail, hail!
No! No, no, no! Not the weather, the prediction!
Hail to Macbeth, thou shalt be Thane of Glamis.
Hail to Macbeth, thou shalt be Thane of Corda.
Thane. Thane. What the heck's a Thane?
Oh, look it up on Wikipedia, numpty.
And you shall be king hereafter.
Does this mean I'm gonna be king?
Pay attention, she's just said that.
And you, Banquo.
Yes?
Won't be king. Yet you will be royal.
Oh, does this mean I'm going to be queen?
Don't push your luck.
Less than Macbeth, but greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get king.
Though thou be none.
Macbeth, the crown will sit upon your issue.
My what?
Issue.
Your issue. All fall down.
We must fly ahead. These creatures are possessed by some wicked being.
We should be so lucky.
Come, Macbeth, we must away before these jokes get any worse.
No. Stay, you imperfect creatures. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence. Or why you stop upon this blasted heath with such prophetic greeting. Tell me. Your future king commands you speak.
Time's up. Nothing left on the meter. Until next time. And who can tell when that will be? All hail Macbeth!
Just think of that. Me, the king. Ha. But who goes there?
It is I, sir, Lennox. The King Duncan hath received news of your victory in battle. He sends me to give you thanks, and to ask you attend his presence, and bade me call thee Thane of Cawdor, for it is thine.
Can those evil creatures speak truth so quickly? But what of me, I wonder?
Why do you address me so? The Thane of Cawdor lives.
Treasons, capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Oh, well that is good news. Glamis and Cawdor, and the greatest the kingdom is yet to come.
The witches of darkness tell us truths, it would appear. Cousin, for your word.
If chance may have me king, why, chance may crown me without my doing anything. Come what, come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Think upon what hath chanced. Come, friends, to the king.
I spoke with one that saw him die, who did report he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. He was a man on whom I built an absolute trust, and one who has betrayed me. O worthiest cousin, the Thane of Cawdor, a man on whom I built an absolute trust, is dead. To you, my noble lord, to whom I owe great debts in battle, I now bestow this honor.
Those witches were right. But how swift the honor.
I will establish my estate upon my eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland.
Come, we shall tell this joyful news to my wife, and I'll prepare for your noble lord's arrival. Isn't this exciting? What else lies in store, I wonder? A witch, my kingdom for a witch.
Come, let's after him whose care is gone before to bid us welcome.
He rides apace, my lord.
No matter, we will follow.
News from my husband, Thane of Glamis, and now of Cawdor too, and the future king, if those witches are correct in their foretelling.
Yet one man stands between my husband and the crown, and the power to rule all Scotland that will then be mine to take. Oh, this pasty husband of mine must lure Duncan under my battlements, wherein the densest smoke of hell will swirl, so that my keen knife sees not the wound it makes in the king. Great Glamis, worthy Caudle, thy letters have transported me beyond the ignorant present, and I feel now the future that awaits us.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here directly.
And never shall sun that morrow see. The arrangements are already made in Duncan's honour, as are my plans for power.
We shall speak further.
Indeed, my husband. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle has a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
I've observed. The air is delicate.
Honoured hostess, I thank you for your trouble.
All our service in every point twice done, and then done double, were poor and single business to contend against those honours, deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Where's the Thane of Caudle? We coursed him at the heels, but he rides well and did outpace us.
He is without, your majesty. Without brains or brawn, if you ask me. Men.
Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him.
Now, dear husband, there is but one impediment, one tiny midge in the ointment, one minor issue we need to deal with before you can claim the crown that is rightfully yours, and which will make me queen.
And what might that be, my dearest love?
Duncan.
Yes, Duncan. Duncan is here with us, my dearest love.
Exactly. And with us he will remain for the rest of his reign.
Really? That could be quite a while. He's not that old.
Oh, you really don't get it, do you?
Get what?
Get rid of Duncan whilst his son Malcolm is not yet 18, and you will be king, making me the queen, and with this gullible muffin in charge, effectively the ruler of all Scotland.
Wait, do you mean like murder him?
Well, I wasn't proposing we bore him to death with those endless soliloquies Shakespeare has you spouting at every opportunity. Yes, husband.
But you want me to murder Duncan?
You're finally getting the message.
But I can't do that. I mean, he's just honoured me with Cawdor, and I've won golden opinions from my people of late, and I'm too nice of a guy to go around just murdering people.
Screw up your courage to the sticking place. When Duncan is asleep, I will ensure that his 2 bodyguards are so filled with wine and song that they will lie in death and recall nothing. What can you and I then not do to the unguarded Duncan? What guilt can we not lay upon his drunken officers?
Yeah, but I still don't want to do it.
Oh, you starveling, you elfskin, you dry neat's tongue, you bull's pizzle, you stockfish!
Is something the matter, dear?
You couldn't make a hole in a woman's petticoat, never mind defeat an enemy in battle. Why is it there's never a real man around when you need one? Well, get off there and get on with it!
Fine!
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
Their candles are all out. But yet, methinks there is someone amiss. Who goes there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed and all is well. I dreamt last night of those evil sisters. To you, they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat the time, we should discuss that business.
At your leisure.
Good repose. The while.
Thanks, sir, and the likes to you.
I shall conceal myself over there, lest the guards do spot me afore they are overtaken by sleep.
Cheers! Beauty is in the eye of the beer holder.
Nice, Lady Macbeth, to give us all this free beer this evening.
She's all hot. Hey, what's the man's idea of a balanced diet?
A Traquair ale in each hand.
Other beers are available. Terms and conditions apply. Please drink responsibly at all times. Look, I know we're supposed to be guarding the king's bedchamber tonight. Oh, but this beer is making me a bit sleepy. You stay awake while I have a kick.
Yeah, there's something in this beer that just makes it difficult for me to keep out.
Is this a dagger which I see before? No. That's better. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not a fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind? A false creation, proceeding from...
Oh, you pompous windbag! Cut the prattling and get on with the murdering!
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. For quenched them hath given me fire. Sleep, my little beauties. You know not the service you do me, nor shall you live to see it.
Well,
I have done the deed. This is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say a sorry sight. These deeds must not be thought after these ways. To do so will make us mad.
give me those daggers. Get some water to wash this filthy witness from your hands. I'll lay them with these two and smear both with some blood.
I am afraid to think of what I've done.
Oh, there's a knocking. These two must take to Duncan and lay them near, and get on your nightgown so you can convince people we're asleep when this happened. Come, let us away. Oh, that's enough. You're going to have to walk the rest of the way.
Here's a knocking indeed. Who's there?
Fate, here's an equivocator that could swear on both the scales against either scale. Knock, knock, who's there?
Faith, here's an English tailor come hither for stealing out of a French hose.
Knock, knock, never quiet.
I pray you, remember us poor old porters.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, you do lie so late?
Marry, sir, it was drink, which is a great provoker of three things.
What are they?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and
Urine.
I hope you're not taking
Is the king Sterling worthy fame?
Not yet.
He did command me call timely upon him.
He lies through that door.
Goes the king hence today?
Aye.
What an unruly night it has been. Strange screams of death and prophecies of combustion and confused events. Some say the earth was feverous and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
Harlot, tongue on the heart can conceive a name thee.
What's the matter?
Duncan is dead, murdered as he slept.
What did you say?
Give you his majesty.
Go and see for yourselves. Awake, awake, ring the alarm bell, murder and treason. Banquo, Malcolm, Jacob, there's Downey sleeping the gun dead in cell.
Oh, what is the business of such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Oh, speak!
There's a lady from Banquo, a royal master's been murdered.
What? In our house?
Macduff, it is not so.
From this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality.
Oh, what is amiss?
Your father's been murdered.
By who? His guards, it seems. Their hands and faces were stained with blood, so were their daggers.
And in my anger, I killed them both.
Look to the lady. When we have recovered from this news, let us meet and decide how to avenge this cruel killing.
I fear my life may be in danger, but from whom I know not. To England I'll flee and rally support to avenge my father's murder.
Macbeth has it now. King, corridor, glams, just as those witches promised. But I fear he gained his prize through acts of treason. Yet the witches also foretold that the throne would not remain with Macbeth's family, but I should be the root and father of many kings. But no more. He mustn't know I suspect.
Hail to our chief guest. Tonight we hold a supper in your honor.
Let your highness command me on what he will.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my lady.
Does your son Fleance ride with you?
He will, my lady.
Fail not our feast.
I will not, my lady.
We hear our bloodied cousins Malcolm and Donalbain have fled to England and Ireland without confessing to their crimes. I wish your horses swift and sure of foot. He suspects you. We're not doing all this so that Banquo's issue can be king when you are gone. We must get rid of him and his son Fleance. I've arranged for some people to help us. You must be the...
Exactly.
Right. As you may know, we have a little...
Embarrassment.
Precisely. It's a rather...
Good situation.
Quite. You see, this man is rather, shall we say...
Inconvenient.
Indeed. I thought perhaps he could meet with a...
The accident.
Shall we say?
Quietly.
Without arousing suspicion?
Exactly.
We can make all the necessary
Arrangements?
To deal with your problem.
Discreetly.
Without anything getting back to you.
There is, of course, the question of.
Naturally.
Say no more.
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Good. So you...
Quite.
And you...
Naturally.
Good. So we all know...
What we are
Doing.
Excellent. To business.
What was all that about?
Not a clue, mate.
Well, let's go and murder Banquo then.
Sounds like a plan.
Looks like a good place to rest a while.
Good morrow.
To you.
Sir, we're looking for somebody who...
Has been described to us as an
Embarrassment. Somebody who's just a wee bit...
inconvenient. You haven't seen anyone.
Of that description.
Have you?
You mean someone who's a little...
Problem?
I might quite possibly meet with a...
Little accident.
that results in him disappearing?
Discreetly.
No questions asked.
Does everyone in this play talk in riddles like this?
Ah, no, this Tosh! This must be him! Get him! We've lost the better half of our affair.
Well, let's away and see how much is done.
Drink, eat and be merry. But for Banquo, we would have all of Scotland's nobility present.
Oh, there's blood on my clothes.
His Banquo's then.
It's better than my guests don't see you. Is he...
Dealt we? Oh, indeed, my lady. We have removed.
You're a little problem.
With a few strokes of this trusty blade.
and Fleance? What of him?
Fleance escaped.
But Banquo is dead.
Safe in a ditch he lies, with 20 trenchant gashes in his head. The least a death to nature.
Go quickly before either of you are seen.
My lady, does it please you to join us?
Directly, let us eat.
What is that? Who is that? No, Banquo. Banquo.
My lord, is something the matter? What moves your highness? Is the meat not to your liking? Need you more wine?
Banquo. Banquo, he haunts me.
Banquo is not with us, your highness. This is just the meat for our supper.
What was that I saw? Which of you have done this?
So you what, my lord? What have we done, my lord? Come, will you not partake of this excellent repast?
There! Look!
Aye, so worthy friends, and my lord is often thus. His fit is momentary. Why do you make such faces? You look but on our supper.
As I stand here, so I saw Banquo on that platter. Murders have been performed too terrible for the ear.
Oh, you're delusional. We have guests.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, worthy friends, for I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, let us drink a toast to us all, and to Banquo. Would that he were here.
A toast!
Banquo, be gone from me! Quit my sight, thy bones are marrowless, thy blood runs cold! Be gone from me! He's gone. I am a man again. Pray you all sit and eat.
What is the matter?
Can such things be and overcome us like a summer's cloud?
What see you, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question just enrages him. Good night. Stand not upon the altar if you're going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health attend his majesty.
I am haunted and bewitched by spirits. Macduff refused to come here tonight. Why? I will to those witches tomorrow to find what lies in store for me.
Nice for you to eat.
What goes in is up to you. Join us as we mix the stew.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrail's throat. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Eye of Newton toe of Ferrol.
Wall of bat and tongue of dog.
Double, double, toil and trouble,
fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Oh, I say. Oh, didn't you mention that Waitrose was doing a special offer on lizard's leg?
Bog off!
I beg your pardon?
Bog off. Buy one, get one free.
Oh!
Double, double, toil and trouble,
fire burn and cauldron bubble. Adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing.
Now, viewers, do make sure that you dice the lizard's leg and howlet's wing thoroughly before frying. And then you need to brown both sides before adding the rest of the ingredients. And this should be simmered on a low heat for about 2.5 days. Ah! Oh, yes. But here is what we prepared earlier.
Oh, a bit more tongue of dog, I think.
Agreed. Perhaps a bit more blindworm sting to lift the flavour.
Would you care to try some? None of your 5 a day. Not one.
Well, that's all we have time for today.
So it's back to
double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Oh, that we weren't on our uppers.
And could afford a nice fish supper.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags?
Hang on, we resemble that remark.
Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak!
Demand.
We'll answer.
From our mouths.
Right. What does the future hold for Macbeth?
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware the train of 5. Beware Macduff.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Be bloody bold and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then Macduff, what need I to fear thee?
Macbeth shall never vanquished be,
until great Burnham Wood shall come
to dance in aim here against him.
And that will never be. Who ever heard of a wood just getting up and moving somewhere else? But tell me something else. Will Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
His issue? His issue?
All down.
Seem to know no more.
I will be satisfied.
Sorry, only 3 wishes per session, matey.
Come on. Pretty please. God. Oh well, I finally got you all to myself. Time. Thou anticipates my dread exploits. The flighty purpose is now overtook unless the deed go with it. From this moment, you guys enjoying this? Yeah? Oh, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of...
Cut! We don't want to listen to you all day. Get on with it.
Always cutting me off, that woman. Anyone would think she wore the trousers in our household. Who goes there?
Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
Then to the castle of Macduff you must go, where you will seize upon Fife and put to the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him to his line.
Oh, but...
Don't even think about it. Move!
What has he done to make his flight allow?
You must have patience, madam.
He has none. His flight was madness. People will think we're traitors, which we are not.
I know not whether it was his wisdom or fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife, to leave all these babes, his mansion, his titles, and a place from whence he does fly. I, the most
diminutive of birds, will fight to protect my young ones in the nest. Fathered he is, and yet he is fatherless.
Lady Macduff, blessing upon you. Things at the worst will cease, or else climb upwards to what they were before. I take my leave at once.
What is to become of us? Bless you, fair dame. Take a holy man's advice. Be found not here with your young ones. Heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
Why should I leave? I have done no wrong. But who comes?
Where is your husband? I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as you may find him.
He's a traitor! Yeah. And so are you! And so are all your children! Death to you all! Yeah.
Have faith, Majesty, for nothing can be ill if he is well. Donald, to Mar-a-Lago, flee. Oh, murder must now. Flee the sceptred out before 'tis too late. Oh, wait, you can't. I forgot about Brexit.
Take that, you villainous, lying toad! Oh, yeah.
Run, children, run.
Ah, Wayhead, you can't do all this farewell leather for each one of these bands. We'll be about this all day.
Well, I haven't got a very big part in this place, so I thought I'd milk it for all it's worth. It's a complex allegory involving well-known but not necessarily well-loved celebrities and politicians. Represents welcome culture for these masses before us this evening. Don't forget they've been cooped up like battery heads for the past 15 months.
Aye, some look ready for lobbing in the stewing pot and all.
Right, let's get on with it. Oh, yeah. Treason.
Ah! And now, my lady, your time has come.
When was it that Lady Macbeth last sleepwalked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, seal it, and once again return to bed. All this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to at once receive the benefits of sleep and so the effects of watching. In this slumber agitation, what have you heard her say?
That, sir, I will not report after. But lo, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep.
How came she by that light?
She is light by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It's an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands.
Yet is still a spot. Oh, out and spot out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Why, my lord, why? A soldier and feared. What needs we fear? Who knows it will, and none can call our power to account. Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? Oh, will these hands ne'er be clean?
Come, you have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia would not sweeten this little hand.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those who have walked in their sleep and died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Look not so pale, I tell you yet again. Banquo is buried. Cannot rise out of his grave. To bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come. What's done cannot be undone. To bed.
Will she go to bed now?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Infected minds will discharge their secrets to their death pillows. She needs the divine more than this physician.
This tyrant King Macbeth was once thought to be honest. He hath not touched you yet.
I'm not a traitor.
But Macbeth is, and our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds. Each new day is a gash added in her wounds. The king here in England has offered us 10,000 of warlike men.
Not in the legions of hell can come a devil more damned evil to top Macbeth.
Macduff, your noble passions hath reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honour. Macbeth tried to trick me into his power, but I am yours and my poor country's to command.
See you comes here.
Sir, amen.
My ever gentle cousin bids you welcome. Stands Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself.
How does my wife and children?
Why, well,
The town is not battered at their peace.
they were well at peace when I did leave them. Yet now is the time to help. Your presence in Scotland would create soldiers and make our women fight.
We are coming. We have an army of 10,000 men and will gather more on the way.
Would that I could answer this comfort with the like. But I have words, my good lord, that would be howled out in the desert air. Your castle was ambushed. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven!
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
I should have been there for them. Macbeth has no children of his own, yet he kills all my pretty ones. I will muster my noble army of 10,000 men. It is without.
Yes, it is without my noble Macduff, but I'm afraid due to COVID financial restraints, your army is now without weapons, ammunition, transport equipment, and soldiers.
What's going on?
Here is your noble army, Macduff, and it is truly without. And they're a bit knackered. They've had a long walk to get here, about 500 miles.
Is this it? How am I supposed to storm Scotland with that lot?
Think positively, my noble warrior. Our power is ready, our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking.
We march on Scotland, our nation. Burnham Wood approaches.
Let every soldier disguise himself with the branches from the trees and march on Dunsinane.
I bid welcome to you from England, come to vanquish the tyrant king.
What does Macbeth?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he is mad, others that hate him less do call it valiant fury. But for certain he cannot justify his cause, or his rule.
He feels a secret murder sticking to his hands. Every hour revolts are challenging his power. Those he commands move only because he orders them to, not because they love their king. He feels the crown sit loose about him, like a giant's robe on a dwarvish thief.
Well, march we on to give obedience where 'tis truly owed. Meet we the medicine of this sickly will, and with him pour we in our country's purge, each drop of us.
Onward!
There's 10,000!
Geese, villain!
Soldiers, sir, that are come!
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boy! What soldiers, wayface?
The English force so please you.
I'll fight till my flesh is hacked from my bones. Go, send out more horses. Hang those that talk of fear. Take thy face hence. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord. She's troubled from thick-coming fantasies that keep her from her rest.
What purgative drug would scour these English hens? Hearest thou of them?
Your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death till Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane, away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
Bring me no more reports. Till Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. No. What's the boy, Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? No, no, the spirits that know all mortal consequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth, for no man that's born of woman shall have power upon thee. Fly, false Danes, and mingle with the English. What was that noise?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
Suppose it would have happened at some point hereafter. But there would have been a time for news of her death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that fruts and struts his place upon the stage and then is here no more.
My lord, I should report that which I saw, but know not how to do so.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Burnham and saw the wood begin to move.
You lie. A wood doesn't move.
You'll see it coming. I saw a moving grove.
If thou speak falsely, upon the next tree thou shalt hang alive until famine claim thee. Away! The witches spoke thus. Fear not until Burnham wood come to Dunsinane. And now it appears a wood come towards Dunsinane. Arm and out. If this which she avouches does appear, there is no tarrying here. Blow wind, come rack. At least we'll die with harness on our back.
Men, we are near enough. Throw down the lady's screams. To battle!
Who are you?
You will be afraid at my name.
I won't, even if it's hotter than any in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
Nor more fearful.
You lie, abhorred tyrant, and with my sword I shall prove the lie thou speak.
Ha! Ah! Thou wast born of woman. With swords I smile at, for weapons laugh to scorn that's brandished by man that's of woman born.
Tyrant, show thy face, turn! Hellhound, turn!
Get thee back. My soul's already too much burdened with your blood.
I have no words for you. My voice is my sword.
Ah! Let thy blade fall on vulnerable chests, for I bear a charmed life which cannot yield to one that's of woman born.
Let us spare thy charm, and let thy angel, who thou still hast set, tell thee that Macduff from his mother's womb was prematurely ripped.
I'll not fight with thee.
And then live, but be publicly ridiculed as a fallen tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries home. Enough! Ah!
The tyrant is slain. Hail, King, for so thou art.
My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be ours the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do which we be planted newly with the time as calling home our exiled friends abroad, which fled the snares of this watchful tyranny. So thanks to all and each whom we invite to see us crowned at Scoo.
When I'm lonely, when I know I'm gonna be